Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly reading. This will be for the week of the 17th to the 23rd of June. So let's dive into it, okay? I do have a different tarot spread to do for you guys, but before we get into that, we're going to do some oracle cards, which is the same as how I usually do it. So let's get one more, please, for Pisces this week. Number 4 is showing itself to me here, so it could be significant if you're seeing 444s. Usually is a number for stability, okay? You're focusing on the home or your home life, okay? But anyway, you have message in a bottle and imagine, which is really nice combination. Message in a bottle is either a communication from somebody else. This could be an opportunity here, or again, it could be a message from the universe that's coming in. Whatever it's about, it seems to be in alignment to the Imagine card, which is this glow up energy, this ascending to a new level, a new chapter in your life. So whether you're getting an announcement that you're moving into a new area, a new you could just be getting a message that things are really changing for you. You're going to a new level. So whatever that means to you, if it's your career, if it's, a home offer being accepted or whatever, you're receiving information, you're seeing signs, seeing synchronicities, and you're going to be entering or elevating to this new level. As I was saying that, I felt like, how a cat's eyes, like their eyes, sorry, when they are focused in on something, I was seeing like the pupils, like kind of dilating and getting bigger. So I don't know if that means anything, or if any of you can break that down in the comments and see what your interpretation of that is. It's almost like maybe you're becoming more focused on something, or something's catching your eye, and again, maybe it's a goal, I don't know, or maybe it's excitement, I don't know what it is, but it was significant for some reason. All right, let's carry on, my angels. For the lovely Pisces, please, Spirit, for this week. Your victory. Love that, guys. You're feeling victorious. Maybe again, like I'm sensing that could be good news. That could be what it's about here. You're gaining victory. That's the news. All right. You're just feeling very victorious this week. Let's see what else is here for Pisces, please. You have perception. This is a very interesting and important card to come up for you guys, actually. We have that butterfly here, which can represent transformation in your life. So again, kind of highlighting that theme that we have going on here. Perception is, she was once in this garden and didn't feel like it was good enough for her. So she went through this door and everything got dark and was very scary. At the end of this dark corridor, there's another door. She opens it and she's exactly where she was, but this time it just looks better. So for some of you, it could be a perception that's changing about your current circumstance that's actually making you feel more grieveful, like your heart is more full. Maybe again, you're just seeing things differently, maybe from a more positive point of view here. It could be because of this news that's coming in. If you think about that story, she's leaving behind something that she didn't see any value in, went into something a lot more scarier, and I think that's what made her appreciate what she actually had to begin with. So for some of you, that could be like a message or something that you have going on in your life. Maybe you got a little bit of like a scary news, or that something was going to threaten what you have, and again, maybe before you didn't appreciate it until this news happens, and then you're like, actually nothing ends up happening, like the bad news is just like just bad news. It was not actually a result of something. It was just like a scare of some kind, or maybe a bad thought or something, and then you get to keep it and things are the same, but now you have more appreciation for it. That's what I'm feeling. I'm just going to turn the fan on because, guys, I'm really hot right now. It's super hot right now. Okay, let's get one more. And we have forgiveness. That's been coming up a lot for a lot of people, actually. So this is a time of forgiveness. Forgiveness is never really about the other person. I will repeat that until the end of me, because the actual definition of forgiveness, I hope you guys, so it's not blowing in the microphone. The definition of forgiveness is about releasing the pain and suffering that something has caused you. It's never about, letting someone in your life. That's not the definition of it. Forgiveness is really about being able to let go of any of the negative feelings that people have, given to us. We release those and say, that's not who I am. I'm not going to hold on to this resentment anymore. I'm going to let myself be. And that is very much maybe what you're moving forward into, is this new free energy. You do have renewal on the bottom of the deck, which is interesting because, again, I feel like this is what you're moving into. Let's get you some more. Get a keyword for the week. We have patience. All right, so this week you're being called to have some patience. The affirmation for this is, I accept that everything happens in divine order. If you repeat that to yourself, you'll become more in alignment with it and your body will get used to it a bit more. Just reminding yourself that you don't need to do anything right now. It's the universe is dealing with it. All right, let's see. Any other messages for my lovely Pisces this week? One more. Divine guidance. You have a lot of things saying the spirit is helping you out at this time. Again, giving you messages and signals. You have guardian angels. So you have divine guidance and guardian angel. You guys are being looked after from the spirit world. Some of you, if you do have anyone in the spirit world, they are looking after you. So if you're ever feeling distant, they're guiding you at this time. Okay. They're sending you their love. You have studies. So for some of you, as we have victory here and some sort of message coming our way, you could get some good news regarding some sort of study or exam of some kind or interview. And you have blessings. Love that. All right. Seems like a good week, but oracles is like a general theme for you guys. But let's dive into the tarot and get some more details. So the way I'm doing this is almost like a bit of your spiritual journey. So we're going to look at where you were, where you are now, and where you're going. So let's see where you were. I'm just going to show like a certain time in your life that's important. Okay, very strong Piscean energy. Interesting. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which can kind of be read in a few ways. The way I see this is, again, whether you were in a period of good luck or fated situations. It can mean either. We will clarify this. Knight of Cups, representing maybe some romance. All right. In the past, the Knight of Cups as well can sometimes be about overcoming some sort of anxiety or something like a new feeling. And actually you do have the Eight of Swords here. Overcoming a new feeling and stepping into a new experience that you were feeling guided to do. Okay, this is based on your emotions. Maybe it was in terms of love. You were listening to your gut instinct and went through some maybe difficult or challenging emotions to get to new territory, to come into something maybe you've not necessarily done before. But both of these are strong Piscean energies. So this is really you. You're feeling called, you're feeling guided to do some things. And maybe that's why the Wheel of Fortune is here, because it is kind of about stepping into luck or stepping into fortune for you by overcoming some sort of fear or anxieties. Let's just pull a clarifier for each. For the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Pentacles. So the universe could have brought you into some sort of like collaboration or some sort of like new structure, new beginning. This is like people building the foundation of something. Sometimes, speaking very generally, because it's a general reading, this could be like the beginning stages of a relationship where you're kind of building a foundation for a long-term relationship, or it could be a project or a work environment here. It's like the beginning stages of it. Knight of Cups. The Eight of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is overcoming an anxiety, specifically when it comes down to this being in reverse, which is very interesting. And you do have the Hanged Man here. So some of you may have been stuck in some like anxiety or allowing your feelings and emotions to block you or make you feel a bit stuck. I think you've gained some perspective here and looked at things from a different perspective. And I think this is what's helped you to kind of free yourself, to overcome that feeling of being stuck and being trapped in a situation. That perception shift. Something is causing you to free yourself, or did cause you to free yourself. All right, the High Priestess. Well, a lot of reversals here. 2 8s are in reverse. So 8 of Cups is usually about walking away from things that don't, serve you anymore. The High Priestess, maybe that's what maybe your gut instincts was trying to tell you to leave something because it's not serving you. But maybe it was a challenge for you, and that's why there was this stuck energy. Maybe you needed to really actually understand why you were feeling anxious or what, this feeling was about. The High Priestess is really about tapping into divine knowledge. She's actually a silent card because needs that to listen to her intuition here. So again, if you delayed an ending or walking away of some kind to listen to your intuition, I feel like it's kind of giving you a different perspective. So this is all what's happened in your past. Let's see what's going on in your current energy. Let's see where you are now. The Strength card, love that. Feeling stronger, feeling balanced here. Two of Cups, okay, maybe feeling in love, or again open to meeting new people. That can just be, that's not just romantic. This could be about friendships, about soulmates. So, you know, this is about having good conversations with people, in connections with people. And the Eight of Pentacles, guys, I love this. Strength, Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, working on yourself or working on something in particular. Maybe it's your finances, maybe it is your job. It does feel like you have a goal in mind, and I feel like that's kind of motivating you to work towards it. Eight of Pentacles, again, is seeing results with what it is that you're doing. So I do like that. Expect your money to increase. Expect to get some recognition as well for what it is that you're doing. We will clarify that. Strength card, again, it's about balance and vulnerability, understanding when to use what, whether we're using our vulnerability and standing strong in that, our kindness, our compassion, and also knowing when to use our beast mode. So I do like that energy. You're standing tall and standing strong. And again, Two Cups about soulmates. So let's clarify what this is about as well. The Strength card, please. One card to clarify that. Strength in the Chariot. I'm hearing strengthening numbers. So I don't know if again, this is to do with some sort of collaboration. The more people working on this, the better, I'm hearing. So that's for a few of you out there. It's whether you're employing people or, you know, working with others at this time or planning on something here. The Strength in the Chariot, two major arcana cards coming through here for you, which is very strong. Very strong energy coming up for you, because I feel like, again, very similar to the balance that we said with the Strength card, it's also being shown with the Black and White Horse. It's about understanding the duality here and the importance of duality. Just making sure that the goal is in alignment. So again, for some of you, if you are having a goal or a strategy with somebody, whether it's a partner, whether it's a, you know, business partner or whoever, making sure that we are all clear on where we're going first is super important. But the Chariot's chasing the star. All right, the Chariot is chasing the stars, which is about your dreams and your goals here. So get clear on what it is that you want here, because I do see you running ahead and pushing forward in that direction, and I see a lot of happiness coming through with that. All right, let's clarify the Two of Cups here. The Sun, you have the Sun coming through, which is all about happiness and joy. So again, this is really good for your partnerships with people this week, okay? Again, some of you could be meeting a soulmate if you've not already. Some of you are having really good communication. And again, maybe a fated meeting with someone who's going to bring you so much happiness. Maybe it's just happiness in a relationship, or sometimes the Two of Cups can also be about you and your higher self. So maybe there is an alignment now between you and your higher self, whereas before maybe you felt a bit stuck. Now you're in communication. Now you're in alignment with your higher self, and I feel like that's what's bringing in a lot of joy and happiness as well. Beautiful energy coming up for you guys at this time. Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Seven of Swords and Knight of Cups. That did come up reverse as well, so I'm going to clarify this. You have the Ten of Cups as well, which is about your ultimate happiness. Probably is your goal, is just emotional fulfillment here. The Knight of Cups reversed with the Seven of Swords kind of feels like something that's disingenuine. Or again, like kind of going against something. Like we said earlier, that Knight of Swords in your reading was about kind of overcoming an anxiety. So, and the Seven of Swords can sometimes be about self-sabotage. So if this is you, just be aware that we're not self-sabotaging ourselves and going backwards and feeding, you know, allowing that anxiety to kind of stop you from pushing forward and working towards a dream or a money goal or whatever it is that you're working on yourself. Maybe that's what the Eight of Pentacles is about. Sorry, because sometimes Pentacles can be about finances and career, but sometimes the way I pick up on it as well is really about your core, your structure in your life. So this can really be about your personal development. So I think that this is something that you're working on, is how not to cut corners or, you know, go backwards or fall into old habits here, because you're working towards an emotional goal. In terms of your work, just be aware of someone who's disingenuous. That's the one thing I will say with this. I think you're doing good in your work, but the Seven of Swords and Knight of Cups again can be like a disingenuous offer. The Five of Swords here. Five of Swords can usually represent like conflict or defeat. Maybe this is also about comparison. In this Light Seers illustration, I do love it because it's almost like feeling a little bit like comparing yourself to what you could have done better, or maybe someone's making you feel that way, or again feeling like somebody else, like a little bit of like fear of missing out, or the shoulda, woulda, couldas is what I'm hearing. Like they should have done this, or I could have done that, or, you know, I would have done this. Like it's almost like don't do that to yourself. Like don't do that. Keep pushing forward is really what I was saying with the Eight of Pentacles. I think you are anyways. Okay, let's look at where you're going, Pisces. Queen of Wands, into a very confident era for you, but you do have the Three of Swords. Let's look at what that is. Three of Swords can represent pain, separation of some kind. Let's get one more for where you're going. Ace of Cups. There's a little bit of a mixture going on here. You're the Death card, so there is something that may happen in where you're going that is going to cause some transformation and change. The one thing I will mention with the Death card is almost like, again, you kind of can't, well, you definitely cannot control the Death card here. And because you have the Chariot and the Eight of Swords kind of really being very prominent in your reading, something maybe unexpected may cause a little bit of a change here, but they're asking you to keep your eyes on the goal. Don't get stuck in your head with this, okay? The thing is with the Chariot, and something I always say when the card comes up, and I just haven't actually in your reading yet, is the Chariot, the importance around being balanced before moving forward and getting into that Chariot. The reason why we have two horses going in the same direction is because it's about understanding that along the path there will be both good and bad. There will be things that we want and desire and goals being achieved, but there will also be mistakes that we make or potholes on the way, or, you know, having to change a different path. It's just about understanding that within ourselves we won't be super disappointed and upset when that happens. It's like we are able to adapt with these two sides of ourselves. Okay, it's about really understanding that there will be, you know, you're going on a journey that's quite unknown to you, Pisces, and that's why it's really important to understand, and I'm sure you do already, that you are capable of whatever happens, like whatever comes across your way, you're able to deal with it, even if it means changing the path a little bit and going around, you know, if there's a tree in the road or whatever it is. All possibilities are out there, but it's about understanding that you have the ability to navigate that. And I do see that there is something that maybe you did not expect that will come up. But the Chariot and the Eight of Swords is kind of saying, like, keep your eyes on the goal here. Don't get distracted and sidelined. Is that what it is? Or blindsided is what I'm saying, by the problems that might come up. Like, remember, there's always a solution. There's a phrase, a motto I used to always say to myself that you might benefit from. So write it in the comments or put it on your mirror or something, or write it down, or just tell yourself every day. And it was like, either way I will succeed. So it was like whenever something happened, or I felt anxious, or I had a bad day, or, you know, something kind of came up that, you know, wasn't expected along my journey of success and what chasing a goal, I knew like this does not really matter in the long term. Like this is just something that's going to help navigate me towards my success. Like either way, the goal is always going to be mine. And I told myself that, and it's such a good way of manifesting, because instead of feeling defeated at things, I saw it as a challenge. Okay, how am I going to work around this? So it was priming myself to understand that there will be things up ahead, but either way, the goal is still mine. I will still get that. So some of you could benefit from hearing that here. So Queen of Wands, there you are stepping into a confident era. I will say that. One of a lot of ideas, a lot of positivity. She has that sunflower here because she faces the sun. She has that strength card here as well. So you guys are really, you've really transformed as a person, because on that top section you have the Wheel of Fortune, the strength card, and the Queen of Wands, which in this case I'm seeing as that maiden. So you will be in this energy of a lot of ideas, a lot of confidence, a lot of doing whatever you feel guided to do, regardless of people's opinions of that, and a very fiery energy coming from you, which is very nice. You then have the Three of Swords, which again does indicate something that might feel painful to you, separation, breakup, but it kind of mainly feels like maybe some news that you get, or again like something that might make you feel a little bit stuck, but again you have the ability to adapt. You then have the Ace of Cups, which is a brand new emotional beginning and experience, and peace. Maybe this is about forgiveness. I feel like if you've not forgiven now, I definitely feel like that's definitely coming up for you guys here. But let's clarify what this is. Let's see what the Queen of Wands is quickly. One card for that. Six of Pentacles. Some of you guys will be like a leader or a manager of some kind. Like I do kind of feel like you'll be able to tell people you're leading a group, or I'm just seeing you in a position of kind of delegating. Don't know what that's about. Six of Pentacles as well is about keeping your routine balanced and giving to things that give back to you. That's also a mutual exchange of energies here. So in terms of work, I do like this. What you're giving to will give back to you the same amount. Maybe you guys will be like self-employed or freelance or whatever in the future, or maybe you're doing that now. I like this exchange. Let's get you the Three of Swords. Two cards came up for this. So Three of Swords came up with the Six of Swords and the Justice card. Whatever this painful experience is, I do see that you'll be moving away from it. Okay, like this is a good sign of you moving on and away from painful experiences. And you have the Justice card here, which is kind of about this new energy that you step into. This new emotional experience will be one of justice. You will get your karma from a situation that may have been, against you or done against you. Where is this pain coming from? Seven of Pentacles. It could be around like finances or some sort of work situation. Might be, if that Seven of Swords is somebody outside of yourself. Then again, if there is any Three of Swords happening with that, you will get your justice here. I do also see another contract coming up for you guys in the future. The pain is coming from maybe having to let go of something and move on into something new. Again, that might be the change of plan, but the goal is still the same. You understand? Right. The Ace of Cups is the Fool and the Four of Swords. The Fool is again a new beginning, jumping into the unknown, a new beginning, and the Four of Swords is that healing, which is nice. So whatever the Three of Swords is, again, I see you rapidly moving on from that and healing from that already. This is that finding peace with it, jumping into a new experience. Maybe this is about you finally letting go of some sort of hurt or pain, or, the Death card can also be like grief of some kind. So grief is never really something that you just switch off, but it's something that you kind of learn to live with and kind of accept in a way that you give more compassion to it and see it in more of a loving space. Speaking about grief is always difficult. So of course, don't take my words too literally. There is something I will say for those of you who resonate with that, because like I always think about the interview with Andrew Garfield, who lost his mother, and when he's being asked about it, he's like, look, like if I cry, then these are happy tears. I love speaking about it, so don't feel upset that I'm upset, because these are tears of love, and I cry because, of all the good experiences I had with my mom and the fact that I still care. This is why I'm crying. So, it's such a beautiful perspective. So again, some of you, it could be something that helps you to move forward from any kind of situation that you feel, was kind of difficult to deal with. Whatever it is to you, it'll be different for everybody. Okay, there's a different perspective of how we can look at it so we can move forward. All right, but patience is important too. take some time to heal from situations. But anyway, I hope this reading has helped you in some way. Let me know. I feel like you're in a really good energy and you will continue to move forward in a good energy. These are just some things that Spirit wants to pick up on with. But I feel a good energy for you guys, Pisces. So I look forward to seeing how that will come through in your next readings. But have an amazing day. I love you guys and I will see you guys next time. All right.